says I'm live, so I believe I'm live. Pretty sure I am alive. I'm not sure. Let me pinch. Yep, I didn't really feel that. It's a problem. Hello and welcome in to. I don't know if this show even has a title anymore. Obviously, it's a podcast, but is it a podcast? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Right now, I don't know what it is. Get back to you on that later. This show is brought to you by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Always get a Tropical Smoothie Cafe on a Monday after a victory. Eric, unfortunately, you will not be joining me in enjoying a Tropical Smoothie Cafe because he lost. I don't know if you guys know this, but the actual title of this episode is called Patient Bitching and Other Useless Ways to Get to a Win. So you may be asking yourself, Casey and patience, those two don't go together. So, just so we're clear, Mr. Walker, I am trying to take your advice and I'm just going to rant today. I'm just going to talk about some things, obviously dealing with our fantasy baseball, and we'll dive in a little bit into the week that was and the week that is to come. So, last week, I lost my choo-choo train of thought. Um, Last week came and went. It happened. Um, Last week there was a matchup of the week, and I again don't remember who I deemed would be the matchup of the week. Oh, wait a minute. I know exactly why I don't know. It's because I didn't do the podcast last week. Oh my goodness. Walker, thank you for stepping up into the batter's box. I would like to say that you hit a home run. I would like to say that it was riveting. I would love to say that I enjoyed every minute of your podcast, but I am the worst friend because I did not watch more than maybe 2 minutes of it. And in my defense, it was because, and my wife is sitting right over there, our Wi Fi in our room sucked so fucking bad. We were in our resort and our Wi Fi did not work half the damn time whilst trying to watch anything. I got a step in the right direction and I brung our Fire Stick. The first night, did it work? It worked this is going to sound weird, but we stayed in 3 different locations on a vacation. So the first night was free because we were staying at the place that Ray had for a conference. Fire Stick jumped on the Wi Fi, worked great. The next night, we were staying at a different location for 2 days because a resort. It's one of those places where you only get so many days and it was way too expensive, or we just opted to stay at a cheap ass place. It worked there. Then we get to our resort where we pay monthly maintenance fee or yearly maintenance fees or whatever. It's ours, it's paid for, and the motherfucker doesn't work. And then guess what? Shane, you'll like this. The third night that we were there, and we were only there 4 nights. The third night used the jacuzzi tub, and the day that we were leaving, them motherfuckers were knocking at our door because apparently the jacuzzi tub had a big leak on the floor beneath us. So a plumber was needed and other people were needed and they wanted us out of that damn room. And I was like, I can't get out of here quick enough. So, anyways, Chris, I apologize. I have no idea who you deemed the matchup of the week. I'm going to assume that you made Eric and I's the matchup of the week because we were the only two, I believe at the time, top 2 teams or top 6 teams playing each other. So again, correct me if I'm wrong later in the chat. But yeah, so anyways, 5 minutes into this thing and I haven't really talked about it. But again, patience. How can you associate patience with me? Because as it has been popularized, I can't even say that word correctly, as it has been stated numerous times by one Shane Pokenis, Casey can't be patient in a 60 moves limit league. He's impatient. He picks up the hot ticket and rides that out. Well, sir, you are correct. And you and your buddy, Mr. Walker, and your new Gestapo rules and making me have to change, you have influenced me and made me have to be patient. Do I fucking hate it? Yes. Therefore, it has also changed my entire new approach to this season. I shit you not. Now I know that I have argued it numerous times that I would not trade with you fuckers anymore. And then this season, regardless of what was discussed, I can't remember what I had for breakfast. Nor did I retain the information that apparently we had discussions on a 3-move, 2-move reduction limit. And then the season started. Anybody want to go back and look at the draft that was and that has come to pass? I felt really confident about my drafting of this season. Very confident. I made sure to steer clear of certain problematic players. I made sure to steer towards the players that I felt were sure things. And then the moves limit hit me like a ton of bricks, threw me for a loop. Now, the other thing is, the other factor that has to get weighed in is my pitching was shit. I did not draft the best pitchers. Hell, I drafted Charlie Morton, and I've since 24 hours ago dropped his fucking ass, even though he ended up contributing to a victory. Right, Eric? But the patience now has to be what I am moving forward. I have to be patient, i.e., Salvador Perez. I might have just actually got sidetracked on what I was actually talking about. Shit. Anyways, I had made a vow, if I will, just a personal vow. I've been known to make impulsive trades in years past. And therefore, I've also made impulsive pickups and drops. And here I am sitting there looking at this roster of Freddie Freeman, Mike Trout, Yordan Alvarez, Jose Altuve, George Springer, to name a few. I felt I did not have a very good shortstop, i.e., the reason why I traded for Tim Anderson. And I knew that I didn't actually have the best pitching. Now, everyone already knows too, I punt on saves plus holds. because of one well-known fact in this league. At least, but not limited to, one team focuses on pitching because he has found the golden rule of, or the golden ticket, or whatever is very successful for Chris in harboring dirt shit batters that no one, in my opinion, in the fantasy world is including in their daily conversation at the beginning. Now, actually looking at your roster now, Chris, you've got some names, but here's a name of a person that people were like, this guy's more than likely going to be regressing because of the ballpark change, because of the roster change. Corey Seager. Okay. Corey Seager, you drafted as your shortstop. He's batting 232, 11 home runs, 25 RBIs. He has 2 stolen bases. Now, how do I see his numbers from last season? Because it's not like the phone. Player history. There we are. Nope, that's Betts. Player info. Nope, not it either. I don't see where his player stats are, so I'd have to pull it up. But anyways, Corey Seager. Pulled it up on my damn phone. I can see it quicker that way for last season. Or nope. If I can do it on my phone, I can do it on a stupid thing, so I'm going to punch it in. Yep, not finding it quickly enough. I know this is making for a riveting podcast. People are on the edge of their seat. Ooh, what's he going to say next? Rally Monkeys. Look at you conveniently at the top. Season totals for Corey Seager last year, 26, 11, 25, and 2. Wait, that was this season. Dummy. Last season totals. There we go. 54, 16, 57, 1 batting, 306. I think he had some injuries last season. Anyways, people were saying Corey Seager is going to regress. Who the hell is Ahmad Rosario? I mean, we know who he is, but who is he in the baseball world? He's a middling shortstop at best. He plays outfield okay. His numbers are not going to scream, pick me up, hold on to me, but you have him on your roster. He's batting 240. He doesn't have a single home run. He's got 11 RBIs. Ketel Marte, okay, good pickup. Josh Bell. Why was Josh Bell available? Okay, Josh Bell has been known to strike out more than he makes contact, but yet this year he's batting 302 and he's got a rank of 55. The Josh Bell that we all know is like, man, he's strikeout king. He's just going to strike out. Last year, Josh Bell was not. You have Joey Gallo. Joey Gallo strikes out a lot, but yet you are just you just have like this surplus of middle tier people. But your focal point is pitching. And every year, this is a phrase that gets thrown around. Pitching is at a premium. Well, it's rather simple. When you're sitting there and you're like, okay, number one, I'm going to have 5 of the top best pitchers that across the league would considerably get you one of, if not the best. I bet if you were to offer right now, because he has a man crush on this guy, Justin Verlander, to Eric for Mookie Betts, straight up, no questions asked. That's it. It would happen. And in what world would Justin Verlander foot the bill for Mookie Betts? But pitching is at a premium, and it's at a premium every time. And we say it every year. Don't let Walker grab all the pitchers. And I swear to God, if you haven't mind fucked me, I don't know about the rest of us, because I can't speak for the rest of everybody else, but me alone, you have implemented, okay, wait a minute. But if I grab Garrett Cole, like here I am, the opportunity's there. Grab Garrett Cole, which I don't think the opportunity was there. But let's just say the opportunity's there. There it is. Garrett Cole, Mike Trout, Garrett Cole, Mike Trout, Mike Trout, Mike Trout, Mike Trout. I'm gonna grab Mike Trout. But here's where you have just put yourself in there and fucked my brain. But wait a minute, if I grab Garrett Cole, then he's gonna grab Mike Trout. And if he grabs Mike Trout, he knows that I like Mike Trout. And then he's gonna say, well, I'll trade you Mike Trout for Garrett Cole. Later on in the year, you would just sit there and be like, it's gonna happen. And here's the other thing that you'll do. I'll just ride out the hot streak of Mike Trout until you say, well, damn it, Garrett Cole started out the first couple of games like just not. He looked like shit. I gotta get rid of him. And then here you are. Here we are. I got Mike Trout. That's why you suck. That's why I fucking hate you. I hate you because you're sitting back and you've mind fucked me. I can't be in this league anymore. That's it. I'm done with this podcast. I can't do it. You've mind fucked me. Anyway, I got screwed up something. Tired of being mind fucked. It's time to pay the bills. This message is brought to you by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Get your tropical on today. Anywho, I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore. Rarely do I ever. Patience. Patience is a virtue in this league this year. You guys have asked me to be patient, i.e., Salvador Perez. Now I'm hoping that patience will out. But here it is. And I didn't play him twice in a row, but he was broadcasted out there. He was doing hardly anything. He gets hurt. So he has to ride the bench. I pick up Gary Sanchez. He comes back. He goes 1 for 4, gets a run. Then for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, just 5 days. But I swear to God, 5 days in the baseball world will make you cringe when you have a player on your roster that you obviously we didn't pay, but you paid a premium for in the draft. You opted, meaning me, opted and said Salvador Perez is worth the 3rd round draft pick. I need to grab him, which I think I grabbed him in the 4th or 5th round. But anyways, of all the other players, the batters, the catchers, all of them, he's going to put up numbers. Look what he did last year. He's coming back. They've got the DH now. He's not going to be playing behind the plate as much. And for 5 days, I think he was on the DL for like 10 days. So those are 0 productions. And then he comes back and he plays against Minnesota and Cleveland, and the bitch doesn't do shit. 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 0 for 3, 0 for 4. And you're just sitting there like, what are you doing? And you put the word out. Who wants him? Trade. I sent Shane a trade, shit you not, for a fucking relief pitcher not 3 days ago. Shane, back me up. You saw it. And Shane's like, I'm in the same situation you are, bro, in terms of needing the save plus holds because he only had one in him and Ray's matchup. That, to me, is now this conflict. I'm like, I need to get this fucking leech away from me. But in the meantime, I pick up Alejandro Kirk, which, by the way, I had never seen this guy bat before. He's like a little short, stubby, fat dude, and he just puts all his weight into the bat and swings and hits home runs. I love it. I love his little. Just want to grab him up and put a Stay Puft Marshmallow shirt on him or something. Just be like, I love you. I don't know why. But anyways, what I'm getting at is I bench Salvador Perez. Plays in Houston. It's like, all right, I don't think, he's going to do very well. He's not doing anything. Bench his ass. Boom. 2 runs, home run, 3 RBI. All right, all right. Then you're like, okay. But he can't be productive the next day, right? I mean, he's going up against Framber Valdez after all. And I pull up Framber home run, 3 RBIs. All right, is he back? I mean, what do I do? Patience. I had, and again, it hasn't really reflected to be successful yet, but Mike Trout. Mike Trout is in the worst slump of his entire career. This is the luck of the Irish. And I am probably a quarter or seventh of Irish. Who the fuck knows? Draft Mike Trout. He's the golden boy on my team. I've sent Freddie Freeman's ass packing. Mike Trout, let's go. Going up against Aaron fucking Judge this week. Let's go, Mike Trout. Here we go. Nothing. The motherfucker gave me nothing. And I played his ass every day. Now, on May 28th, Mike Trout did Mike Trout things. 3 for 4, 2 runs, a home run, 2 RBI. 0 for 5. He's 0 for fucking 26. He got walked yesterday by one Kyle, you suck my Gibson. And by the grace of the Lord, he came around and scored a run. That was the only stat he gave me in an entire week where Aaron Judge is going ape shit. Patience. Patience is what you guys are trying to tell me. Casey, be patient. Patience. I don't know why it's like you guys are all collectively trying to teach me patience. And I'm saying this because I think all of you are now coming aboard the fuck this 3 moves bullshit. Pack that shit up. Send it down the road. I don't ever want to hear it again after this season. I don't give a flying fuck what happens. And here's the reason why. You can't be patient on a Monday when you have 2 IL spots that are already being occupied. And on a Monday, some lazy ass little fucking relief pitcher beams your fucking best batter in the hand, and he's got to ride the IL because he's now got a wrist bruise injury or some shit and take up the IL spot. And, well, in my case, not everybody's case, but by Monday, because you want to be the first one in line, just like you do every time that there's a new fucking something out. I want to be the first one there. I got to fucking do this to compete. I got to go out there. I got to grab that hot arm, that hot bat. And I'm not the only one. Don't fucking talk shit and say, well, you're the only one. And by the way, no, I did not set my alarm to wake up this morning. My body woke me up and said, you got to take a piss. And I rolled over. It was 2:59. And I'm like, hey, while I'm here, why not go ahead and fuck with these guys and do what they say and grab a fucking relief pitcher? And then I said, you know what? Make it 2. Because I had 2 roster spots because I said goodbye to Juan Yepez, who will probably go fucking ape shit now that he's on Walker's team because I didn't display enough, say it with me, class, patience. Anyways, he's a rookie. I don't really give a shit. There is one rookie out there. His name is Bobby Witt Jr., and I hope he stays. See, that's the other thing. This is why, and I've asked it before, and nobody seems to really get on board. And by the way, I've asked it in the chat year ago. I'd like to do a dynasty league, a dynasty league with you guys. Let's do it. Why do I want to do a dynasty league? Because last year, who had Tony Gonsolin on his league, drafted him or picked him up. This motherfucker right here. I feel like I'm always like one step ahead in all these guys. Guess who's going to be fucking awesome next year? Bailey Ober, George Kirby, which I did not draft Bailey Ober, but he was on my team, and I said goodbye to him. And I believe Red Sox Nation has since said goodbye to him recently. Yeah. Guess who will, probably be awesome next year too? Spencer Torkelson. Whenever Detroit actually, gets it figured out. But it's like I always feel like I'm a little step ahead. I'm listening to the people. They're saying do this, and then it's not working out. It never works out the season of. Probably because they're fucking rookies and because we've had the 60 move limit. Grab them. Them fucking commentators and baseball writers out there, grab them now. Do it now. Act fast before it sells out. And then they come up and they suck. I spent way too much time talking about really, honestly, nothing. 26 minutes into this bad boy. And I haven't even recapped. Week 9 is on its way, but week 8 has come and gone. Trippin' Billies, you took down Rayford Peaches 8-4. This was let's look at this matchup if we don't mind. This was a little bit closer than the scores reflected. Close in the strikeouts. Both of y'all had very, very close ERA and whip, separated by one quality start. Wins were 3-1, 6-1, 3 in the other. 94 innings pitched by Rara. Very close in every category. This was a close matchup for sure. Probably a nail biter all the way to Sunday. Stolen bases. Where were all those stolen bases there, Trippin' Billies? What'd you do with them all? Your fat fucks get tired of running? Fucking piece of shit. I'm going to run every day. Look at Matt Olson for you. He sucks. I hate him. Patience. Patience. See? Look at you. Manny Machado apparently stopped running. Adolis Garcia is the new fucking Jesus Aguilar. No, what's the other dude's name? What was that one dude that played? Fucking Jack dude. He's nobody now, but fucking just jacked. What the fuck was his name? He's hitting home runs like crazy. I think he played for Tampa Bay. Anybody, hit me up. Now he's nothing now. He played in the Japan League for like forever. Hit me up. Drop it in there. What was his name? He's nothing now. Nothing. But he was hitting home runs like crazy. He was a hot commodity. But Adolis Garcia, he was her master. Anybody want to comment on Martin Perez? I mean, what the fuck? Free of charge. I'll never forget. She picked his ass up and Jose Quintana streamed on me. She ain't looking back, and neither is he. And everybody keeps saying everything about this guy is going to change. Well, guess what? He is saying differently. Blue Balls, Big Bad Vlad. You guys had a matchup. Big Bad Vlad went Big Bad Vlad with Guerrero waking up again, which is really nice to see him waking up the week before we play each other again. Blue Balls, your ERA was high as a giraffe's ass, 5.45. Close in the RBIs, not in the runs. One stolen base separates you two. Stolen bases, my God. Just so we're clear, the whole reason Nico Hoerner was even in my roster because it is a 7:08 game, and what really made me nervous was him not playing. I left him in that utility spot, waiting. Salvador Perez was in my utility spot the morning of Sunday. And because I wanted just 2 stolen bases, and I believed that Nico would at least get me 1, I left him in that spot. That was the only reason Salvador Perez was not in there, dropping that home run in there. The only reason. Because I felt like the stolen bases were just a little bit more of a closer guarantee. And the bitch didn't give me one. Anyways, man, look at those. Stroman, and Iglesias. See, there's a relief pitcher. Fucking shit up. Moving on. That score was 9-3. Mandalorians, Red Sox Nation tied 6-6. Did you guys split evenly? Yep. All the batting stats went one way. All the pitching stats went the other. Close in every category, though, in the batting. By 2 runs, did Red Sox win. By 1 run in the RBIs. By 2. Man, what a nail biter that was. 0.010 on the average and 0.005 on the OBP. Jason, sorry, excuse me. Man, I don't know what your oops looks like who you might have missed out on, but fuck, man. And you're dealing with the injury issues. Suzuki, Renfroe, Bryant, Jimenez. So, and you haven't, I think you've voiced, you're not even going to worry about trying to pick up a batter. Man. Whew. Yeah, sucks, man. I'm sorry, but hey, at least you pulled out a tie and you're staying up in the top 5. What's the saying from last season? All you need is a chip in a chair. Isn't that what it is? Is that what it is? You can go ahead and press order, by the way. Ordering pizza. Love it. Rally Monkeys versus a hairy pair of testicles. This one was just an offensive fucking barrage. 49 runs to 43. Nobody. See, Chris, you're just flying underneath the radar with all your fucking offensive stats of 15 home runs. Nobody, I don't even think I even realized until this very moment that you had 15 home runs. And I'm sitting over there bitching about the 13 that fucking Eric hit. 15 home runs, 47 RBIs, 3-2 on the stolen bases. Your averages were super close. Your OBP, look at the fucking close ratios here. By 1 win did you pull out a win. By 6 strikeouts, you tied in saves and quality starts. My goodness. Reader, I mean, shit. Fucking hate it for you, bro. But you better not put up that shit this week. That's all I'm going to say. And last but not least, the pièce de résistance. I don't even know what that means. I just said it. I probably just said I have a small penis, which everybody knows is true. Anyways, 7-5. Mr. Eric Croft, you have never, ever, ever heard me bitch and complain more than I have bitched and complained. My God, what a ride. I've never watched more baseball and kept refreshing, pressing down on my phone down to refresh the scores than this week, and I have no idea why. I pitched 100 innings straight. Got 6 wins, 98 strikeouts. That fool pitched 73. And here's the kicker. Here's the people. When are we ever going to learn? When am I ever going to learn? Never make a trade. I've done it twice now. Never make a trade with somebody you are fixing to compete against in the very following week. Don't fucking do it. Aaron Ashby, I picked his ass up. I should have had those 21 strikeouts, and his fucking ass should have had Charlie Morton fucking shit up. He had 2 games last week where he fucked shit up. I should have had those 21 strikeouts, but no. And Jacob Junis, thankfully for that young man, he got me 11 strikeouts and got that one final win that brought me home to victory. But again, don't make trades. And look at this fucking Jose Barrios bullshit. 13 strikeouts. That dude has never pitched. He never, ever, ever has ever pitched and gotten 13 fucking strikeouts. Never. And he does this week. Fucking cocksucker. I guarantee you, mark it down, put it in your diaries tonight. Jose Barrios will not ever get 13 strikeouts again. And I'm going a stretch further there, Mr. Croft. And I'm saying that when he pitches on June 10th against the Detroit Suck Tigers, he will give up 5 or more runs. Mark it down. Fuck Jose Barrios. That piece of shit. Anyways, I enjoyed this matchup very much because I was victorious. And that's why I enjoyed it. Had I walked away, look at your numbers, man. Look, if you guys just want to look at the fuck that is numbers from a fantasy perspective offensively. Now, again, I didn't look at Walker's in depth, and I'll pull it up in just a second. Nolan Gorman with 2 home runs, Mookie Betts with 7 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, batting a nice little 355. Jazz Chisholm Mama Chisholm. 3 runs, a home run, 4 RBIs, 3 stolen bases. The Bits batted .095. Really? Really? Get the fuck out of here. But yet he got you 3 stolen bases and you won by 2. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Randy Arozarena. I'm so glad I picked him up. He was a waiver wire. Randy Arozarena ain't going to do what he just did for you this week, next week. The fuck out of here. Come on, man. Get out of here. Thankfully, Yordan Alvarez finally, he was worth the draft pick of which I paid for him. Thank you, sir, because Mike Trout didn't do a fucking thing. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That bullshit. It's exhausting, I know. You guys got to deal with it just one more minute. Well, 37 minutes. Patience. That is the new name of the game. We have got to be patient. I have got to be the most patient, but patience. Patience with these players. Being patient with your pitchers is a different story altogether because you might only get one chance with them per 1 week. But patience. That's all I can say. Got to be patient in this new world that we're living in when you got 3 moves. And this is the last thing. I wanted to save this till the end. This is it, boys and girls. This is the last week we get 3 because the 2 that fucked us put 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink because we only get 2 moves moving forward and then we get 1. That's right. It's just a fun, friendly reminder that this is the last week that any of us will have not played each other one time. I don't think any of that made sense. Let me go ahead. This is the last week we will have played each other now after this week for one time. Next week we start the second half of our season. It's week 10. This is the last week that you are playing a new competitor for the season. Week 9. And get ready to put 2 in your behind. Hope everybody has a good week. Fuck you, Chris. Fuck you too, Shane. Bye-bye.